All right, good morning, world. Oh, it was cold last night, but the sun is coming up. It's about 7 o'clock on the 25th of March. Sorry, I'm shivering. All right, time to break camp and get ready to move. Change of plan. I was laying there just about to fall asleep last night, and I got to thinking. I had been looking at the map a few days ago, had my route figured out. I was going to go through Del City, take kind of a back road, get up to Alamogordo, New Mexico. And all of a sudden it hit me. It's like, it didn't specifically say, but the markings on the map, I got to realizing it was probably just a gravel road for like 150 miles. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. The problem is I'm going to have to ride from where I am about 25 miles, I think, still to Del City. I didn't get very far yesterday to even find out if it's a gravel road. So that didn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to take, I forget what the road is. There's a 62 or something like that. I'm going to come into the north side of El Paso, and then I'm going to follow the route that I used coming out of El Paso last week, because that got me through pretty quick, and then that'll put me on the original route. So the other consideration is the route I was planning on going yesterday, there's virtually no towns at all. So I would need to be thinking about 3 days worth of water. And that's a lot to carry. If I go the route I'm going now, it's along an interstate. So there's going to be towns every, at least once a day I'll hit something. So I can stock up and not have to carry as much, which seems like it's worth the trouble. I was hoping to avoid El Paso traffic, but now that I have my route figured out, I think it'll be okay. So anyway, come on, sunshine. Ugh. I've got this really awesome sleeping bag that I took on the Alaska trip. That would have been much, much better, but it's about twice as big and heavier. So I keep thinking, okay, it's going to get warmer, so tough it out for a couple more weeks, should be okay. But yeah, feet were cold last night. All right, here we go. Just a quick break to let the batteries catch up. It's about 10 o'clock now, so the sun is high enough to really start working. In about 15 minutes, I picked up about half a volt or so that's good. It's not stellar, but it's good. Kind of in some rolling hills again today, so you can't get into just a groove. It's like up the hill, down the hill. Downhills are good. That part's nice. Also, finally took off my sweatshirt and sweatpants, so at the moment, also enjoying my cough drop. At the moment, it's not windy at all, so I'm hoping that holds. That makes a really nice day. So, try to make as many miles as we can. All right, it's a basic 2-lane highway. It's got a decent shoulder. Life is good. I think I'm doing this all wrong. If I changed my bike, had a bigger trailer that I could haul cargo with easier, not fill it full of stuff, I could pretty much support myself on just all the empties I find on the side of the road and whatever else all this stuff is. Yeah, there's a gold mine out here. Anyway, I got about 10 or 12 miles left, and then it starts going downhill. I'm about 25 miles from El Paso. Hang on. Yeah, about 25 miles from El Paso. I felt like crap Felt like crap all day today, and I finally realized it's allergies. I don't get them every day, and so I kind of don't notice it right away. But my eyes are burning. My nose has been running just constantly. Cough drops don't really help, and I think I left my Benadryl at home. So when I do get to El Paso, I'll stop and get another bottle of Benadryl. I've just had zero energy today. I look at a hill and I'm like, okay, no problem. And then you hit it and you're like, ugh, feels like I traded my wings for anchors today. It's kind of frustrating, but I guess I just got to accept that I can't do big miles every day. I guess I'm just disappointed because I had some really good miles on the test ride. And I've got less stuff now and a better setup. The bike is doing better, I think. The trailer seems better. It doesn't have a lot of the weird wobble that it had before. I just can't get my legs to go today. It's, so it's kind of frustrating, but I got to remember too, when I thought I was going to do a month or two of training before the ride, I ended up spending it trying to fix the batteries instead. So I never got to do the 100-mile days like I wanted to. Well, I think the best I can say is any harbor in a storm will do. It's going to be a little loud probably, but I'm on this little hill here and it does block the noise as they go past, so it's not as bad as it could be. I'm tired. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's allergies, and I've had days back on the ranch where if I had an allergy attack, sometimes I just take a nap for 3 hours in the middle of the afternoon, not even try to fight it. That didn't seem like a good option out here, so it is about 4 o'clock. And thinking about it, I hit the road at 8 o'clock, so I put 8 hours in today. Now, I wasn't constantly moving because I was not feeling top notch, top something. I wasn't feeling top ramen. But I still stuck with it till 4, so if I can just get my pace up a little bit, that would be, at 10 miles an hour, that's still 80 miles, so that wouldn't be so bad. Anyway. I just passed a sign that said it's still 30 miles to El Paso, but I think that means downtown. I'm going to scope it out a little more, but I think I got a route figured out. So it's like from here, it looks like we're going downhill for the next 20 miles or something like that, which would be nice. And because I'm stopping early, I got the panels leaned into the sun. I looked and then I forgot. I've got 40 volts already. Yeah, it's almost 41. It's going to cut off at 41 and a half, so I should have full power by morning, or before sunset. And I think if I'm going downhill now, we should be set. Most of the route that I took getting out of El Paso last week was pretty flat. So if I can follow that, if I start off going downhill into town, I'll hit that same Walmart on the edge of town. Probably upload the video there because I don't seem to have any service up here. So I'll get this edited and I can upload it tomorrow morning or whenever I get there. Grab myself some more chili in a can and stuff like that, and trail mix, some more drinks. Oh, that was the best thing ever. I'm rummaging through my bag, wondering if I maybe could find my Benadryl. Didn't find it, but I did have an extra bottle of Gatorade that I forgot was in there. I'm like, oh man, that was the best thing ever. It's like finding treasure. So, anyway. Yeah, like I said before, I'm really disappointed in today because of how good I did on the test ride. And I had enough time, so I think I'm recovered from that. And I didn't really put that many miles in yesterday because I got a late start. So I just really figured I could knock out a good day.
wind really wasn't an issue. It's blowing a little bit now, but it really wasn't very windy. A few times I'd be like, oh, it's a little bit of a headwind, but it was just more mental, I think. And, you know, if I wasn't feeling good, I just couldn't do it. If your legs are feeling like lead, sometimes that just doesn't work. So it was just a gorgeous day, though. I remember thinking, it's like, man, what a nice day, and I can't make up for it. One of the things, though, the terrain yesterday and today was a lot of rolly hills, you know, so it wasn't super flat like I had on the test ride. So that threw me off a little bit. So I just got to get used to that. And, you know, some days it's not going to be the perfect day. So I don't think I even did 40 miles today. I'm not even sure. Maybe I'll go back and look. I'm kind of curious, but otherwise, the one thing I remember thinking, though, halfway across the desert, I'm just like, oh, I'm looking at the GPS and it's not moving, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. I'm never going to get there. And I was like, it's a rough day. You know, it's just get over yourself. It's a rough day. It's still better than being stuck at home, you know. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like what they say about fishing or whatever. It's like, you know, your worst day fishing is still better than a day at work. So that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, all right. I did find one squeak that was bothering me, so I think I got it fixed now, so that's one less thing to bother me. That in itself is almost a win, really. I'm trying to think. Could probably play with the shifting a little bit, get that working a little better. Dead. Oh, missed him. Fly. Anyway, I think I'll stop now and I'll get this edited so it's ready to go and take a slacker day. And now it's really nice out today. Hopefully it stays a little warmer tonight. Last night, oh man, last night was cold. All right, stay tuned. Thanks for all the support. And one of these days we'll get out of Texas. Maybe tomorrow.